there's a drop-in center in Flatbush called Our Place. And what they do is they are open from 7 to 11 at night. Kids come in, they have like a drum section, they have a weightlifting section, they have the shoot pool, and they have all kinds of different activities, wonderful mentors. They had one year about 800 kids that dropped in. Like this, they get kosher food, they get to know the mentors, they have a good time, it's a non-judgmental atmosphere. And they needed funding from the government because they have a lot of overhead. Besides for the rent, they have a staff, they have a lot of therapists that are involved. So they went ahead and they applied for government funding. The government sent down somebody from the state to come take a look at this place, and this guy is in charge of after-school drop-in centers for kids who are not in school, right? And he comes into the place, and this is what he does. He goes from community to community. He comes into the place, and he's watching for like 15, 20 minutes. He sees these kids, these Jewish kids, our rebels, our dropouts, the worst kids that we have, quote unquote. And after like 15, 20 minutes of watching them playing nicely and being nice to each other, he says to the guy who runs it, he says, "What's wrong with them? They're nice kids. These kids are passing by and they're saying, 'Excuse me.' One kid came to offer him a drink. He's like, 'What's wrong with them?' And the guy running it is like, 'What do you mean? Don't you see Yaeli? He's wearing a necklace. You don't see Chaim? He's wearing jeans, right?'" Sorry. You don't see what's happening over here? This is terrible. This is a nightmare for these families. And it's like this guy just sees a bunch of nice kids. And then he hopped and he realized, he said, "Hang on one second. When I came in, I just realized there was no metal detector. Where's your metal detector?" Rabbi say, they need a metal detector for the goyim that are in school, but we don't need a metal detector for our dropouts. If you go to them and you bark at them, they'll bite your head off. But if you just go and you're non-judgmental and you're nice to them and you offer them a cigarette and a hug, you'll meet the mushiest kids. These are not dangerous kids, right? They say that the worst Jew is better than the best guy, right? But here you see it. These are our dropouts, but they're not killing anybody. This guy's used to all the dropouts from all the different communities. Let them get together with our dropouts and you'll see the difference. These are sweet kids. These are kids that if you don't antagonize them and you don't look down at them, they're not dangerous at all.